Today we're really excited to bring you a new series where we look at the verticality of Siege and how that can help you improve your gameplay. We'll take a look at the overall principles as well as breaking down a specific map and where those options can be found. All this coming right up. Hi everyone, welcome back to Enough is Enough. Ace of Pyrat with you again today, and I'm really excited to be bringing you a new video idea that we've got. We've just hit 1,000 subscribers, we've seen some really crazy growth recently, and one of the comments that we've seen a few times is that the channel covers a lot of the basics, which is excellent, that's what we set out to do, but that maybe we could put some things out for the more experienced players. So that's what we're going to start looking to do alongside finishing those basics. So don't worry, the map guide and everything is still going to be finished. We're just really keen to stretch our legs a little bit and start getting that information out for the silver and gold players as well to help everybody progress in their game. Now you will have noticed that the gameplay running in the background is from the operator book, and this brings us on to the point that we're going to try and help you improve with today, which is verticality within Rainbow Six Siege. Having played at the beginning of the season whilst unranked, I found myself in a lot of games with bronze, silver, gold players, and as soon as I started to use vertical options I just noticed that it just wasn't something that anybody reacted to. They were just completely unaware of the floor going from below them or the ceiling above them coming through, and nobody else was using that technique, and to be honest I was just getting kills for fun. And so it's something that it's become apparent to me that you really don't see until you start hitting maybe a high gold, low platinum area. And if you can adopt this and start learning the points on the map, where you need to go, where the popular hiding spots are, and how you can get underneath or above people, believe me, you are going to get kills and win games tonight without a doubt. Now the first thing that I would recommend is get yourself onto one of the popular apps for the Rainbow Six Siege maps. Have a look at the floors and see where the destructible elements are. They're usually sort of hatched with a red hatch, if you will, so that you can see that they're destructible. Just go and try and familiarise yourself. You know, there's certain levels like Bank as an example where the entire floor between sort of first floor and basement level is indestructible, so there really aren't many options there. There are other levels then, other maps such as Border, where the entire floor practically between first and second floor, everything apart from Fountain is destructible. So when you're going into a map, you can know which operators you should be taking, whether there's a realistic vertical option or not. The other element to consider is which operator to use. Now Buck is the obvious option. He's got the skeleton key gadget and can open floors up very, very quickly. But don't forget, if you're going to be working from an upper floor towards a lower floor and breaking floors out, then Sledge is a perfectly good option to do that as well. He's got an unlimited capacity to take floors out. If you're working upwards, then don't forget that Ash is an option. Possibly, you know, offers a new route by you could go in through a window and shoot your Ash charge into the ceiling, so you don't actually have to get into the room. So that's another important option to consider. Aside from using actual special operator gadgets, there's also the bog standard methods. You've got breaching charges which will blow out a floor, and you've also got shotguns on characters like Jackal, for example, or even Mirror if you're using it from a defensive standpoint to watch a window below you or something like that. Pop the shotgun on and just blow a section of floor out. Easy as that. The thing to remember is that there are lots of different options here, so there are many operators that can get this job done and cause a real headache for the other team. One last very important pointer for me to give you before we get into some specifics is, if you've been watching the gameplay, you might have noticed this, you might not. If you haven't, go back and have a little rewatch. Basically, something very important when using these vertical options, as it is all the time, but especially important, is droning. Now I tend to use my drones in tandem, so I try to keep both alive, and I've got one drone up or downstairs in the area that I'm looking to attack. So wherever that hiding spot is that I'm trying to catch somebody out, I've got a drone watching it so I can see if there's somebody there, or if I'm maybe wasting my time and I want to go and look at a different spot. The other drone I'm then using as my personal drone to drone in ahead of me, make sure there's no roamers downstairs. Again, I'll be honest, playing at this sort of silver silver, low gold level. It's not something that people seem to be doing, so you will have hopefully a bit of an easier time of it, but still be very careful in case there's that roamer that's downstairs trying to stop this vertical option. You can potentially get the early kill there and then start working the verticality. Swapping into a custom game then, today we're going to be looking at the Skyscraper map, and what I want to do is I want to give a run through, and I'm going to do this throughout a series, one for each map, and I'm just going to show you the more popular hiding locations and how to use those vertically. So how many of you have seen this? You try and approach on Geisha, maybe one or more of your team here, and you've got a mirror placed on the single wall. It's almost impossible to defeat head on. She's going to get the peak almost every time because she can prepare, she can see where you are. So as an answer to that, get yourself downstairs. Obviously always be careful. You've got two entrances into kitchen, but the window's directly beneath you. You get into kitchen, switch into your skeleton key, and then basically you need to shoot out near these cupboards. You can see the black mirror's actually dropped in the process of me doing that, but if you clear it out properly, and if mirror nips back over, you can see there's the view to the canister for the mirror. If she continues to try and play there, personally I'd still have somebody up on that geisha window ready to take a pop at her if she decides to rotate out. If not, then you're likely to get the kill. Moving on to the next situation on Skyscraper, how often have you come across this one? You're playing against a T-room objective and you've got somebody in the back corners there. It's very difficult. They've got extremely good cover, the metal bars providing cover as well that they can already be aiming through, and basically you're stepping into their line of sight. Personally, my method for dealing with this is get underneath, and I'm going to show you how I would drone that out. So I'd get my drone into toilet there first, and that's where I'm going to be entering, make sure it's clear, and then I'm going to be leaving it up somewhere like this where I can get a good view over restaurant. Then I'm going to come through, knock that window out, and then all it's about, and this is the same on every map, is just remembering the locations that you need to shoot out from below. So for the left hand side of that tea room sort of barricade, it's not a barricade, but that back area of tea room is just next to that initial bar, and you can see there, you can just about, that's the wall that you'd be hiding next to, and if mirror comes across, that's how they'd be peeking it. And honestly, I've got so many kills like that. I mean, just ask yourself, how many times have you seen that in tea room? Same again, move to the next side of the next sort of partition, and you'll get the right hand side of that hiding spot in tea room. So if mirror moves across, you'll see again, so easy to get the kill there. Like I say, I'm going to do this for all the popular locations on all the maps, so keep watching out for them. Moving on to a work office objective, you've probably seen this one. The wall gets blown out, and then you've got a quick and easy peek down the line of the walkway there next to work office. So again, the best way to deal with that is get yourself downstairs, get into bathroom, and then you can go in the big hot tub there, and if you shoot out the ceiling above you, you can see how good a view you get onto that potential run out. So again, you know, flip back to your normal assault rifle. If somebody's running in or out of there, you're going to get a headshot all day long. That should be very, very easy kill for you there. Remember, these always work in two directions, so you do have to be careful at getting shot yourself. But right, the next situation that I've got for you would be the bandited external wall on Geisha. Another situation that's perfect for Buck to deal with. You might even have Bandit in there trying to do a little bandit trick. This is another good example. It's not just about getting kills. You can also use this method to take out equipment that can be difficult. You know, maybe your Thatcher died, maybe you didn't bring one, your Twitcher's lost the drones. So what you can do, get yourself into kitchen. Again, I'm just doing this quickly in a custom. Always be careful to drone out. Shoot out the opposite corner, sort of closer to the opposite wall from where you shot out for the mirror, and you can see that external barricade there, and you've also got the ability to take out that bandit and take out the equipment. Bandit himself is in there trying to trick. That's going to be an easy kill. If he gets another battery down, it's just a case of switching over to your skeleton key, putting another couple of shots up there. It can be a tricky one with your actual assault rifle, but get the skeleton key on, you're going to be fine. And switching out to the next situation we've got is, how often have you seen this? You're approaching work office, you've got an Echo led down behind his deployable shield, and you start getting stunned by Yokai. Very, very difficult, again, to deal with head on. So what I'm going to recommend is, again, get yourself underneath. I'll be honest, most of these on Skyscraper, most of the objectives you will play against are upstairs. Not many people play downstairs objectives unless they have to. So a lot of this one is learning the positions positions on the first floor to attack the second floor. That's not always the case, and we'll go over that when we look at other maps. To deal with the office desk hiding spot, get yourself into closet downstairs underneath. It's just next door to bathroom where we've just been, and you can see there, nice and easy, Echo led behind that desk. You can shoot it out, and again, if he's in his drone, he's not even going to know you've taken that floor out. He's got the deployable shield in his way, very difficult for him to deal with. That's everything that I've got for you on Skyscraper today then, so hopefully it gives you some food for thought, just something that you can take away and start thinking about how you can implement that into your game. If you can do that successfully, honestly, you are going to see returns here, right the way up to a sort of low mid-gold level, definitely, and it's something, if you're playing above that, that you need to be bringing into your game if it's not there already. I just want to say a big thanks again for all the support we've had. We've hit 1,000 subs. That growth just keeps on going. We're nearly at 1,100 last time I looked. It's been absolutely unreal, and thanks for taking the time to watch our videos. Hopefully we're helping you enjoy Siege more and just get up to speed that bit quicker. That was always our aim. If you haven't already, please hit like, please hit subscribe. We've got so much more on the way for you, and hopefully there's something in today's video that you can take away, stop being that easy kill, and say enough is enough. We'll see you next time.
Wow. We get this open here.
Oh no, she dropped. She's near the bottom.
How is Castle not dead?
You got 30 seconds, guys.